aggression this time around, so they're going to be super quick down towards on the, well, A, and already taking down Chelos. That's a good opening already found.
Yeah, nicoodoz with the big frag to start things off. Yellow be tested here. Oh my, what a shot by Nodios. Makes it look easy. And from behind, boltz looking for one. Will find this. He drops AcilioN. Brings it back to a 4 versus 3. But the bomb he planted for truck, which means he can't stop it. And they know he's in towards bang. nicoodoz holding the flank. Danoco good for 1. But boltz is shot by nicoodoz, leaving it all onto danoco and SHZ. They've got it all to find. 2 versus 3. Made that a 1 versus 3. Looking for the frag in towards bathroom. nicoodoz will be dropped. Now the 2 versus 1 becomes doable. He needs to make his way up. They can just fall off, but he picks up the kit, and that's what the main thing is about here. Swing coming through, going to just rattle off, but he pick up the frag. Now 1 versus 1, it becomes doable, but time is so far gone. I think he's just going to fall away and save. It's going to be a Copenhagen Flames round, start things off.
Oh, and he dies after time as well. He's hoping to save the armor. At the same time, it ain't easy. Already, he's taking down fountain control. But he won't be sticking around for too much longer. Already Copenhagen find the first close. Well, see how well he can do. He's on barrels, he's alone. With the remaining players on shorts, well, he's going to be removed immediately. Look at that. That was in the span of a second, and no one could even do anything. Yell gets tagged heavily by the frag grenade. There's nothing he can do except like a fadeaway, apparently. And yeah, that's another round just completely removed. Somehow been able to assert control without really taking it. You see them all just stacking over towards on B and over towards on short. And there's
from Copenhagen Flames, just trying to eye out the opponent. Danoco, good for 1. Played a little bit trigger discipline, nearly caught out for it, but it will be good to pick up the first frag. And for the first time, we see MIBR open things up, pick up that initial frag. And now, how do Copenhagen Flames respond with the man disadvantage? They are still making their way towards short water. The bombers make his way towards Monster. The flash comes through, and now they've tested. maNkz swings out, drop a chelo. boltz go for one of his own. Barrel spotted, and boltz will pick up his second frag. And just that's all onto AcilioN, and boltz swings, boltz kills. MIBR were first round on the board.
MIBR is still walking a little bit clueless, don't really know where the enemy is, but Yell, first point of contact, he will at least get the frag and get out. Advantage, 40 seconds left for Copenhagen. Well, there's only one real spot they can go at this point.
Just crossfire on this A-bomb side. It's Yell who picks up the first. Drops AcilioN, could be good for a few more as well. The swing coming in from long. It'll be nicoodoz who will be tested. Nodios good for 1 as Yell is forced off the angle with a flashbang. boltz and Yell shut things down. It's all onto nicoodoz. He's got it all to find. Finds the first. Knows there's at least one more towards Dumpster. Needs to be careful. And he's dropped by danoco. They slowly inch their way out. Gunfight about to emerge. danoco opens things up. A nice frag from him. One from SHZ. And he drops maNkz. And already, it's Copenhagen Flames the man disadvantage.
You know, such a disorganized push as well, because, well, they had 2 players out on B, but the rest were near fountain still, so no one was even close to even help out or pushing towards the A-bomb side. At that point, chelo, with a beautiful double, he'll shut down all the hopes and dreams of towards on long, cleans it all out.
Initial momentum that they had, and nicoodoz can be tested.
Oh boy.
And he's dropped to 67 HP. He needs to be careful not to over-aggress. Yellow opens things up, drops jabbi, and also
things a lot more difficult for the side of Copenhagen Flames, because there's so many extra angles to watch right now. And Yell, he just keeps on swinging in. maNkz ends up dropping, and, well, jabbi hasn't even had a chance to do anything in the game so far. And that nade should have landed on, well, a very different spot. There you go. That's how you're supposed to do it. And still not enough to take down SHZ. Only good for 1. Yell just around the corner right here. It doesn't hit the headshot just yet. He'll keep his brain intact. Danoco, well, not so lucky. Off to Nodios right now. 1-on-3 and up close. There's a flank already in possession. There's 20 seconds left on the clock. Yell will get tagged quite heavily, but chelo is there in the backline to take it all. Actually getting the op out. Seem to be a little bit desperate. chelo. Ooh, wow. That's jabbi's first frag.
Lovely jiggle. 1 tap deleted. chelo, we'll see you in the next round. Swing coming through. He's good for 1, but jabbi good for another. Slowly shifting the well towards Monster. They will be tested as HZ with the crossfire. He's good for 1. Boy, he dropped the smoke around pillar. Now he can fall back. He's going back to a 3 versus 3 now. Hasn't taken that much damage. It's very doable for him. The flashbang comes through. He will be caught out by it. He falls back to water and boltz to the crossfire and short. Good for 2. It's all on to AcilioN. He finds 1, but he's still got 2 more to find. And he's dropped by the AWP of Yell. It's I'm going to do exactly that as he makes his way up. Spot 1, I think. And he will. Opens things up. danoco and boltz picking up frags of their own. nicoodoz needs to go huge here.
flank from boltz coming in as well, so they aren't even clear if they get towards the bomb site. And that's also the main problem in the first place. Yo, you up on heaven could just deny a bomb plan if he so wants to. AcilioN trying his hardest to create an avenue for his team to work with, but it's still nothing to be found right now. Still struggling with the fight on connector, and still there's another flank coming in from boltz. Finally, connector will end up falling. 25 seconds on the clock. So they don't even want to go anywhere else. I don't think they can. They have no time to work with.
No.
20 seconds. nicoodoz pushing in towards CT.
This flank is brilliant as well. Picks up the kill, and just like that, it's all starting to fall apart. If he gets his frag on TL, he can make his way to a 3A bomb site. He's done exactly that. Now, he's brought it back to a 1 versus 1. He isolated the jewels in the 1vx, but...
Oh, no!
I don't think he's got it. That must have been... There he is. It becomes slightly worrying. He's sitting at 11-4 and looking pretty comfortable. They are making their way up towards connector, and AcilioN picked up the first frag on towards boltz. Now yellow be tested. He can be flanked. He's going to make his way in towards playground. This is an aggressive peak, but it could work in his favour. The flashbang comes over. Danoco's good for 1. He brings it back to a 4 versus 4. And yo, he's sneaking around. He could get in behind here and pick up so much information. It's all about timing. They make their way in towards playground. It's all about the swing. Ooh. And he's good for 1. Jabbi's dropped. And now it's a 4 versus 3 in favour of MIBR. The swing from Monster, the spots, the Nodios, and the nicoodoz. It's all down to maNkz. He's in a 1 versus 4. Just a glue in hand. Gonna swap out for an AK-47, but I still think this will be MIBR round. maNkz good for the first. Wary of the second, but he won't manage to pick it up. It's danoco over quad kill.
Difficult angle to deal with. That will cost him in the end. Chelo's a bit awkward, but he will actually get dropped because of it. So finally an opening.
A couple of frags here. He can shut things down and turn it around. Here's the footstep swing coming through. Yeah, he's dropped. boltz picks up that initial frag from behind. He is being flagged. The swing coming through. Good for a second. And drops the bomb. That's huge. He'll drop a smoke as well. And now this becomes questionable. Copenhagen Flames, they once again don't pick up the trades, and they're being punished for it. It's 3 versus 3 though. So they can just set up on towards a bomb site. All 3 players for the T side in towards long. They can just jump spot as well. They don't even need to over-aggress. Swing coming through, and it will be boltz dropped. maNkz picks up a frag, and now in a 3 versus 2, they're making their way aggressive in towards A. danoco's holding from front bathrooms. He knows all 3 players of this. Doesn't need to worry about behind. The spray doesn't work his favour, and he's dropped. maNkz picks up the frag. It's all down to SHZ. Does he have it in the locker though? 1 versus 3. It's asking a lot.
He has gotten a good position, though. No one's expecting him to come from long just yet, but if he's not holding trigger discipline, that information will soon become public. Nodios just around the corner, and he will close that one out. maNkz will potentially get low information sometime soon, tap away, and he has spotted the bomb, so already damage being dealt, he's done his job.
Actually, Copenhagen Flames, the mid-round cause been exquisite. The flashbang's come over.
Oh boy.
Jabbi's good for 1. nicoodoz good for 1 of his own. Yell and boltz removed. And with those aggressive players out of commission, they're shutting things down. It's a brilliant round. Mid-round call was exquisite.
Either. So what's the plan behind all of this? jabbi is in a very good position, but so is the rest of Copenhagen Flames. They're all directly behind him right now, and they can't deal with them. Oh, they can't. Never mind.
Quick couple of frags here. Chelo low HP though. Needs to be careful not to overextend. danoco picks a frag onto AcilioN. And already it's maNkz and Nodios in a 2 versus 4. We mentioned what it'd be like when MIBR pick up the guns, and they're already doing a very good job. But it's danoco's dropped by Nodios. They're making their way towards B, and maNkz will hear this. Chelo on low HP. This MP9 could be lethal in this position. He keeps going post barn. Molotov coming through though. Will spread. He's forced to bust out. He drops the bomb with the MP9 in a second as well. Onto SHZ. It's all on to Nodios versus boltz. It was good for the trade, but the bomb he planted and the pressures on Nodios is AK versus FAMAS. So coming through, and it's that FAMAS who wins the duel. Nodios played that to perfection and won around there. The Copenhagen Flames and in with the MP9. Beautiful stuff from short.
How did he get 2 there? That made that round. That made the entire retake.
nicoodoz, if he holds, he'll be good for at least a frag. And that would be
2
traded.
smokes on MIBR.
And he does exactly that. He's good for the first. Yeah, be good for 1 of his own. The swing coming through, misses, and he's traded out. danoco picks the frag, and they can aggressively make their way over towards A. He is team flash, but he recovers. And now Nodios needs to be careful. It's a nice angle here, because you can't really be spotted from either side. Plus, you can hold 2, and he spots Chelo through the smoke. He's good for the first. And the second, and the third. He shuts things down. It's Nodios. We're in a beautiful round. He can just post up and hold. Oh, and the leg coming through. Good teamwork, though. As jabbi comes in to finish things off, and I'll need to be wary of 2. Chelo playing that close angle. The swing coming through. jabbi punished for it.
Gonna go for the aggressive peek there, but yeah. Smoke they mentioned previously. MIBR not likely going to be going up for that because they have met resistance directly behind monsters before. And well, AcilioN, definitely a monster of his own right now. Nodios is in con. He's not going to get checked at all. SHZ walks blindly into them. It's already all falling apart for MIBR. They have the op on Yell, but he hasn't been able to ring out before now. The remaining players
towards strike position. He will plan for bathrooms. And now it's 3 versus 2 in favor of Copenhagen Flames. The pressure is on the... Swinging, good for 2. chelo shuts things down. It's all on to nicoodoz. He's got it all to find 21 HP. Taps the bomb. Fouls up a couple of shots. So tight. He's playing around that smoke. Gets the first as well, but he's turned out quickly by Yell.
So far, SHZ looking for a way in, and so convoluted currently, and danoco not good for anything just yet. maNkz good for 1. Bomb has been planted in the meantime, and trades are happening equal way.
Absolutely shut down boltz, and chelo picking up frags to 2 versus 3 in favor of MIBR now, and it's all down to nicoodoz and Nodios to find something. The boot as well, as Yell drops from nicoodoz. He's spotted, make his way towards barrel, and Yell doesn't miss those. As MIBR shut things down, they pick over no one. Luckily, the first time we haven't really seen the CT side, may I say, fully go over there. nicoodoz opens things up, he drops chelo.
If Yell can take him out early in the round, that'll be massive against the info. How does boltz turn around for that one? maNkz now exactly long enough. It's just a question of timing. They just barely miss each other. AcilioN will take down danoco. They seem awfully aware of it, but Beast has been opened up, so they're going to be making the most out of that one as soon as possible. Oh boy. Running through a bullet hell, but they won't be able to come out alive.
Molotov's making their way over as well. Now the rotators coming through. boltz low on HP. Dropping, once again, utility, but nice angle from him, and they will be cleared though. The nade coming through, and 3 players take a huge amount of damage. These post-one positions are actually very effective. Yell good for the first, but SHZ shuts things down, and boltz good for 2. What
taken from that one, yeah.
10 rounds against Heroic, who were at the time #1 in the world. Ooh. However, it's a nice way to start things off. nicoodoz good for 1. AcilioN good for 1 of his own.
On A. Assault heads over towards the A-bomb side, B-bomb side instead. Oh boy.
Good for 1 towards maNkz. boltz good for 1 of his own. A lovely jiggle from him. Drops. AcilioN Nodios does pick up 1 to 2 versus 3. AWP's make his way round.
Oh
and he
no.
Punishes Nodios. Now it's 2 versus 2. One we planted with just over 10 seconds left on the clock. He spots the gun barrel though. nicoodoz could be good for 1. He'll do exactly that as Josh boltz. All onto the AWP. Got to go huge. Misses the shot as well and is punished for it. nicoodoz goes absolutely nuclear in the round as MIBR. They really dropped the ball there when things were looking favourable for them. It's Copenhagen Flames to pick on 11th. And they set up themselves relatively comfortably to maybe start getting back into this. Actually, which is slightly concerning for the CT side. Nodios got a nice angle. The flashbang comes over, he's caught off, and he will be deleted. chelo picks up a nice opening frag, and just like that, it's already MIBR who have the opening frag. They're in a 5 versus 4. Needs to be wary. The orb doesn't miss those. nicoodoz will take those all day. He picks up 1 with a bomb he planted for bank, and now it's all down to the retake here. It's a 4 versus 4 retake. And nicoodoz peeks with the flash perfectly, picks up the frag. 4 versus 3 becomes a doable round now. As chelo has taken a whole host of damage, but he makes his way in. He's punished. nicoodoz, they're gifting him kills and not trading him. They need to get rid of this AWP if they want any chance of taking this round here. This is crucial. And he's dropped finally. boltz picking up the frag. It's all down to Yell and boltz though to shut things out. And AcilioN and jabbi shut it out. It's Copenhagen Flames to pick up 12. And to make matters worse for the T side, we haven't seen
change of pace for Copenhagen. He
has
in their favor. A lot of control. Oh boy, that's not gone well.
Oh, he picks up the damage on the nade coming over. Oh, they are just about alive. That was extremely close. As CZ does a little bit of damage on towards maNkz and picks up the frag. CZ picking up frags, man.
nicoodoz and Nodios have been absolute heroes these last couple of rounds, and well, he won't stop just yet. They're not going down without a fight. niko will get the first 2 frags, and Nodios right next to him to help him on all the way through. SHZ falls in the meantime, all onto Yell with no time remaining. Yes, that has to save the op. He might have to get that dropped away from him, but he will get a fadeaway frag. That's going to be it. nicoodoz. Did he do that after?
Call from them, and now it's just the MAC-10s and Glilva all to find them, making their way out towards Monster. And AcilioN will be testing good for 1. Will only be one before chelo trades him out. maNkz gets the trade onto him though. Now it's 4 versus. Oh, the mag tends to pick up frags with the smoke. It brings back to a 3 versus 3. Actually, could do something of this round. Let's look at the bomb plant. Pressure is on the CT side as Nodios makes his way in. The MAC-10 becoming a nuisance, as well as the Galil, but it will be deagle. Move from play, and the M4 sprays down Nodios, good for 2. And now it's all on to boltz his post-bomb position. Is planted for him, but with just the MAC-10, it's asking a lot in a 1 versus 3. They will tap it, and he spams through. Then now they've got the information on him, they can just isolate this fight as well. They can swing together, and they will do exactly that. nicoodoz shuts things down, and ladies and gentlemen, we have an overtime on our hands. MIBR, who looks so dominant, full buy. Already danoco taking big chunk of damage here. The spray coming through. It's nicoodoz who opens things up.
Definitely a good way to go. Yell had an opportunity there, but not going to be hitting the shot just yet. I don't think nicoodoz is going to go for an extra jump peek, but he is going to go for a frag onto danoco. So already he's gotten to 35 seconds left. They have forced himself into a corner. Jabbi directly behind him at this point. And oh boy, boltz not expecting it. The heaviest fragger already down. Yell will get chelo to help him on out, but that's 2 frags in response. Last 2 players just around the corner. nicoodoz just waiting to get going. He's going to continue on with all that he can. 17 seconds. I mean, no real use in trying to delay anything anymore. It's all done. Oh, what a nice tap at the end of it. That'll be the end.
4 HP and he misses the shot. Nade will come over, won't quite catch anything. He's got an angle in the smoke, and he does not miss those. He's gifted a frag there onto his chelo. And Jabbi, I don't know if he spotted, he didn't.
Oh.
But
Picking
the
to
bomb
stay
is
alive. He's just the X-Man right now. The X-Factor. Look at all the players here from Copenhagen Flames that they haven't even dealt with. Nodios just around the corner and might just get traded on by boltz, who's finally on his 30th frag. Jabbi, still the X-Man. They haven't even dealt with him. They don't even expect him to be up this close.
If he stays alive, that's all he needs to do. Gets the first onto boltz as well, brings now to danoco over all to find him from behind though. I'm not too sure if they will be aware of this. The bomb is dropped just under 30 seconds on the clock. The swing coming through will be spotted and left at 11 HP. Surely it's going to be a Copenhagen Flames round. Next round, MIBR heading into CT.
Look at boltz. Where's boltz going? He's alone on B, pushing in on his own, getting a kill on
And he's getting the frags as well. Does get one.
Still playing the close angle. He will fall back to short. Oh boy, Nodios in the position they didn't expect him to be. 25 seconds left, and they have to go towards the bomb side. At this point, AcilioN still the man not dealt with, and he will catch SHZ on because of utility. No more time remaining. Yell with a very good shot on nicoodoz. That's how you take that man down. With the remaining 2 players have to deal. These players, Yell, suddenly come alive. They've forced Nodios out of the map. They have to plant the ball, have to stick it, but he's going to get covered. Nodios. 1-on-2, kit on him. He has potential. Take this to 18 to get a flawless first half of overtime.
They know roughly where he is as well because he took the fight early and was connector. They heard him pick up as well, and he will be deleted easily by chelo. It's a risky play, but could work in his favour. You know, has that kind of meme ability to pick up frags. On top into wards here. The swing coming through. danoco's good for 1, but it will only be 1 as Nodios in there for the trade. AcilioN in behind. A miss spray there. As boltz shut things down, it's all onto Jabbi and nicoodoz to find something here. nicoodoz good for
bombs out in the first place. nicoodoz looking for a way back into this, but he will get taken out instead. It's all onto Jabbi. 1-on-3, and he'll get removed. So that will be the end.
It's all timing though on how this one plays out.
Oh, trying to beat them to it, and well, they will get the first one with the flashes. Perfect for 2. Well, now it's a 3-on-3. All players from Copenhagen Flames just directly on towards the bomb site as soon as possible. No response from MIBR just yet, except for some really good nades. AcilioN looking for a way in. Will deny access to Yell with a Molotov, which will be good enough. chelo just needs to collect some heads. All he needs. They're both playing in the same angle. They might not get expected from this position. And well, Nodios will get decapitated. No, nicoodoz.
Is he going for it?
This game. That's on to 1 man.
Guess the tag is on the leg. The eagle, an AWP. No way, Yell just takes it. No way. Oh, it's nicoodoz, of course. Nerves of steel. He picks up his steps. You know, easy frags because you can spam it off. But, I mean, it's very hard to control. Really hard to utilize. And with the AWP, we see Yell pick up. He gets the better of me on scopes at the worst time. Chelo's been spotted as well. This one's problematic. He's dropped by Nodios. The swing coming through with Copenhagen Flames.
Oh my lord!
Shuts things down. What a way to start things off as opening up this A-bomb site. Nodios makes it look oh so easy. It's all on to danoco and SHZ to shut out this game and bring it to his second overtime. Nodios has gone absolutely nuclear. It's a 4 versus 2, and surely Copenhagen Flames take this all the way. Brilliant round from Nodios. Copenhagen Flames, they're on fire. 2 players all making their way in. One from Dumpster. One from short. And maNkz drops danoco. It's all on to SHZ. This is a ticking time bomb. And it's Nodios who shuts things out. A quad. Actually untested here. As this bomb will go down. It's a 5 versus 5 retake with very little damage expended as of yet. Very weird way to start off this pistol round. But the gamble stack is punished. And now with bomb planted, all the pressure is on Copenhagen Flames to make their way out.
Well, SHZ up close, and well, instead as nicoodoz to get the first opening frag, smoke already on towards the bomb site. nicoodoz going for even more at this point. AcilioN with the kit on the bomb, looking flawless so far. boltz can't get anything done, and that's it. That's Copenhagen. Yeah, it's also not that unusual to see a play like that on pistols anymore. But oh boy, this is a long-range fight that not going the way that MIBR currently. They are getting back and forth. Too quick on the immediate rotation. SHZ might get caught off, might even get stabbed at this point if he's not careful, but oh no. At least a certain amount of respect from AcilioN in that.
AWP, and this becomes problematic. The Brom boost though. If anyone's going to hit a shot, he was flashed off. And it's yellow. He picks up the kill as he drops AcilioN. SHZ picking up 2 for that as he drops down nicoodoz as well, and all of in a flash. It's maNkz and jabbi with all to find. It's 2 versus 5, and MIBR, they've turned things around.
Position. How much can he do with it? Apparently nothing. They were keeping a keen eye on it. Now jabbi in a very awkward position. I don't think he's going to be going for this at all. It's a lost round. I mean, you don't have any. It's already good enough. And he's running straight in towards a man. Oh boy, danoco. More than happy to take that frag.
They are making their way up towards Connector. Talk about who spots who first. It's AcilioN who picks up the first frag. More in towards mid as well. Could be good for that one, but boltz who picks up a frag. AcilioN gets his second. Flashbang coming over in towards CT as SHZ trying to make his way out. Force the angle, but it's Nodios and AcilioN are shutting things down, and just like
that's when they're most likely to get caught out. Well, that's a good sign for Copenhagen Flames. They get their 4th. They're back on track, but they're just, delaying as much as possible. But look at them now. They're going in towards a post-plant position, or not even that. They're going in towards the bomb site, but no smokes on the actual bomb site. So currently, smoke monopoly is in jabbi's hands, but he has butterfingers and he can't hold on towards his AK for very long. Oh, Nodios! Nice tap on the way in, and looking for even more at this point. 21 bullets in the magazine has so much to work with. SHZ not even standing a chance, but yell.
Even, but. And in doing so is traded. maNkz though will be a kind of contact. Swing coming through. Could be good for 2, and it will do exactly that. maNkz needs to hold on to angle and pick up the frag to keep nicoodoz alive, but it's boltz. He shuts down a nice double
push. Ooh, if another jump peak comes on in, maNkz will potentially meet his doom. And oh boy, that's a bad timing on the flash grenade. danoco gets a free opening. maNkz just on looking for a way into this, and it's all just falling apart. Equal trades all around. Nodios still not cleared yet.
Couple of shots rattle off, and the MP9's good for 1, nearly a second. jabbi though trades out. boltz good for a second of his own. The spray coming through is perfect. He's heard the bullets hit as well. He's so low HP, and jabbi's played that to absolute perfection. Do you know what?
That's the way to get a retake started.
I always say
kind of spraying through the smoke, and there it is.
Exactly, and I always say, when things are looking a little bit iffy and you want to get a real foothold in a round.
Still, not just enough, because there's always the X factor of Counter-Strike, and oh boy, there it is, danoco. Becoming a little bit of an X factor himself. But jabbi still standing strong, still looking for a little bit extra, and still deploying smoke grenades just to deny even more vision. He even takes down danoco all the way to the back of the bomb site. Now, the remaining players are kind of just stuck in limbo. Where do they want to go? How can they even get towards the bomb site without getting spotted or at least fragged?
Yeah, really nice take there. jabbi just being an absolute pillar on the side. nicoodoz good for 1 of his own as he drops SHZ. And just like that, it's all into boltz and yell. With all to find a nicoodoz. Aggressive warping working in his favour. Yell, he's got so much to do. With an AWP, it's not the easiest weapon for multi-frags. Swing coming through. It's all about timing. And jabbi picks up a third. Another multi-frag for him. 3 kills.
So now he's still hanging around with the MP9, but the action goes towards B instead. Nodios and jabbi going to be pressured in right now, and well, jabbi has stood strong so many times. He's just been the absolute champion, is holding down B on his own. And oh boy, that's bomb.
chelo on low HP. Slightly concerning, however. Weirdly enough. Oh, A site is now open. The MP9 rallying off and just about picking up the kill on towards Yell. It's 2 versus 4 of all to find boltz, making his way. And here's the shot. And did he nutmeg him with the bullet? Did it go through his legs? I think it might have. It's a 3 versus 2 now. And they've made something of this round as jabbi spots in towards jungle. He just pick up the frag down. It's all on to chelo.
Next 2 seconds is all for naught already. I mean, jabbi's just playing with him at this point. If he stays alive till the end of the round, that'll be disastrous, but at least he'll die before time.
Well, we had the perfect angle to stop any sort of aggression, but in close. AcilioN going for the peak. It's good for 1, but it will only be 1. Managed with 1 of his own.
3.
Yes.
And jabbi has been really aggressive. And he's never been up this close and personal with them, and he probably should have stayed at the back of the bomb site, because now nicoodoz has a lot of ground to cover, and there's not a lot of time to do it. Not the wooden paneling isn't even gone yet, so
I think nicoodoz spotted him as well. He will do. The swing coming through. What a shot! He drops the danoco and drops the bomb, and now will try to be planted for that default position with the molotov, and they coming through. boltz left with 43 HP. The swing coming through, make that 0.
Oh my
Last
lord!
player on towards bench with the bomb down. 10 seconds, and Nodios played that to perfection. Exquisite.
Utility is lacking on some of their players, but they're going for the aggression at this time around. maNkz not going to get any help from that flashbang. Instead, it's going to be nicoodoz once again with the deagle up close. Not going to be successful this time around, but AcilioN with the ult. That's unusual.
Someone through connect, and Nodios has been spotted towards CT with this smoke in front side, in front of triple, allows him to push out, but jabbi's punished. SHZ picking up the frag, 2 versus 4, and already it's already looking not too favourable. The AWP though of AcilioN, we mentioned it's quite uncharacteristic to see him with an AWP, but it's working in his favour as he picks up a frag there. Brings it back to 3 versus 2, but the leg. 2 HP for Nodios, not looking too favourable. The swing coming through, and it's finished off by chelo. A jumping shot.
Cool trades so far. AcilioN's right behind the smoke just to delay even more. And SHZ, what a shot. Nodios will get that bomb down in the meantime. SHZ with another one, but AcilioN towards short. Makes things a little bit more awkward for them.
Yeah, picks up a frag here, and the bomb plants. The pressure is on MIBR, and they're actually not too close to the site. AcilioN and jabbi though.
Oh,
nice shot there. AcilioN removed from play. jabbi good for 1. Made that 2nd.
Oh,
he's made this a very doable round as he destroyed SHZ. It's all on to chelo. jabbi has gone absolutely huge here. In a 1 versus 4, he's made this work, and jabbi. Oh my god. Opponents, they know they'll be on this low buy. Swing coming through. The deagle rattles off. AcilioN will be tested and be dropped. danoco picks up the frag.
it's just a fake. Actually, it's a really weird fake currently. Copenhagen Flames running out of time and it's still running over towards the A bomb site. They have taken away most of the players already here. jabbi is in a good position, but the A bomb site isn't clear. They don't have time to clear it. They don't have time to get anywhere near it, basically. His chelo is right around the corner with the CZ in hand. That'll be enough. Almost a flawless round from MIBR, and jabbi just needs to stay alive. If he dies after time, it'll be disastrous. They are pressuring him, and I will die after time. $950.
Aiden towards box as he falls back into his ladder. It's all about timing it. The steps will be heard as well when he swung and deleted. jabbi makes it look oh so easy. Confidence flowing through his veins, and it's working so well for him. danoco now needs to be an absolute bastion on this side and shut things down. He's good for 1, but it will only be 1. Yelling for support. Good for one of his only jobs. Nodios, but he's traded out quickly by jabbi. Trade central and the AUG trying to lock things out, but it will get just the dink, and AcilioN nicoodoz left in a 2 versus 1. chelo has it all to find.
He has a very good opportunity to do it, though. MP9 in hand, you only need about 2 bullets. If you hit the heads on both these players, nicoodoz not looking for him just yet, not even being aware of it, but oh boy, it will cost him in the end. chelo, low on health, AcilioN with it all to do. Nade in hand, flashbang as well, but chelo, long range MP9, that will get them their 9th as well.
Brilliantly played, expertly played by chelo. Isolated the fights, both the players are low HP, and as you mentioned, it only takes a couple of bullets to finish you off with the MP9. Did exactly that, the first one.
Not a lot of utility to work with, and they are just kind of gambling on the entry frags doing their work, and that's not going to be coming in their favor in the beginning, at least. Yo, we'll just fall back, it seems. We'll yield over the first parts of the bomb site to them, but boltz right around the corner.
Through the smoke as well, picking up frags. RNG is working in their favor as boltz picks up one on his own with low HP. The spam as well. There's a little bit of damage on towards jabbi. It's 2 versus 4. Also low HP as well. AcilioN will be testing towards jungle. He needs to be careful of this. It's all about timing here. Jabbi's got an auto. Finally, he's dropped by danoco. It's all onto the low HP player, and boltz will make an easy frag there as he picks up his third. And MIBR, they're up to double digits. They're right back in this game, and we really do have a game in our hands now.
Right back into it.
Of course, the full rotating coming. It will be a 5v5 here on the bomb site. 20 seconds left on the clock. They need to make something of this. It's a good way to start it off, though. AcilioN's good for 1, but it will only be 1 for jabbi. It's good for 1 of his own. Nodios traded out by boltz. Bringing back to a 3 versus 3. Yeah, as you mentioned, 10 seconds left on the clock. A molotov coming through. And he pushed through the smoke. He drops the bomb, and now that's it. Surely this is going to be another round. The bomb would just about go down. maNkz picking up the frag onto his boltz. And it's Yell with the AWP with all to find 1 versus 2. He gets the first. maNkz just walking into the crosshair. And Yell, what's where he's going to go for? And he can just stick it here. The swing coming out. It's all about timing. The spray coming through. And he's missed the spray. It's going to be an easy frag for Yell. And nearly even a frag as well. He will be dropped.
There it is.
And some MIBR pick on an 11th round. Didn't
bomb down and do as much damage as they are doing. Eventually, they should burn down the MIBR's economy, but that's not going to be happening just yet. chelo takes down it all. And, well, Yell, first point of contact being made. I think that's still being an unknown factor. nicoodoz will take him out in the end, though. danoco looking to hold it all on his own right now. The Yogg is doing perfect work up to nicoodoz, and he's tapping away to the best of his ability. But Yell will eventually drop him as well. But no frags being found. That's really what you want with early aggression. You want early results. AcilioN does find boltz, so an opening has been created in the defense of MIBR.
danoco making his way up towards short. We'll spot AcilioN, but AcilioN picks up the frag. Somehow the AUG spray doesn't rattle off. He's tagged once by the AK and it throws off his aim, and Yell now missing his shots. Oh, he does pick up the second time, though, luckily. Before being traded out by jabbi, it was looking a little bit dicey there for MIBR. chelo, the double upset does come out for MIBR, and they could make this work in their favor. chelo makes his way out window, trying to make something of this. The molotovs are doing so much damage to him as he's left for 65 HP. And now it is going to be 2 versus 4 retake, and surely the MIBR might make the early call just to save these weapons.
5. So, if anything, I think 9 rounds in a row then. No, 8 rounds in a row. Or MIBR.
Which becomes questionable for an A-split here. They've given up that entire area of the map, and it's SHZ good for 1, but jabbi in for the trade with ease. The rotations coming through as they make their way up from connector. boltz sweeps in, picks up 2 frags. Couldn't be a third. He's quickly traded out by Nodios. chelo, though, doesn't rattle off the shots into 2 versus 3 in favor of the CT side. Make that 2 versus 1. It's all onto nicoodoz. And it's just a matter of time. He's finished off by Yell. The Orbs chip him away, and it's MIBR pick 14th.
Orbs get 1 frag each, but it's mostly boltz and SHZ to do all the heavy lifting. Well, 14 now for MIBR. No longer the double up setup. They've switched it for an AK, and already chelo be on his own. On B, it's the right call to make. It's all the action heading towards the A-bomb side right now. Yell getting pressured. SHZ already delivering a double, and Nodios finally gets their first entry in towards the bomb site, but they're stopped at their tracks. They can't even get anywhere close.
AcilioN, though, making a good headway onto his A-bomb site towards boltz. He's go huge. We've seen him pick up multi-frags, but he's tagged. They've got the information. Now they can just set these things up. Post-bomb positions will be very much in their favor. And AcilioN, what a round from him. He picks up 20 things. If they did force into that, they'd be forced into a double eco. It would look problematic. They're making their way towards mid, and the PT-50s are making something of this. No way. This is the round they win of all of them. They're shutting things down, and it's all onto Nodios. How? In a matter of seconds.
Your point, that went disastrously wrong. Off picked up for chelo as well. Oof, okay, no longer. He's already removed out of the round. Nodios still trying to find so many 1 versus 1 duels. I mean, he's doing a good job of it so far, but now the damage is...
For MIBR in this current situation, it's definitely looking like it's going to head that way. He's making his way once again towards mid, and SHZ through the wall headshot. It's MIBR pick up to buy armor in a game like this. At a situation like this, it's not the way to go about it. jabbi's making his way towards connect. Tony dropped. jabbi out of the situation, that's not good, and chelo's picked up 2. maNkz good for the trade, though, but it's still a man advantage in favor of MIBR in this situation. SHZ shuts down Nodios with these because he had no armor, and the swing coming through. It's all on to nicoodoz with an AWP. It's just a matter of time. He's going to be shut down. boltz finally finishing him off. And it's MIBR
later. But for now, Copenhagen Flames versus MIBR is where it's at. And already Copenhagen applying the pressure.
Nodios, a jumping shot there onto chelo, shot him down. maNkz to pick up two,
Wow.
and just like that, they burst out onto his A-bomb site, and in a matter of seconds, they're going to get a bomb plant. I think boltz and Yell are going to make the extremely early call just to keep hold of 50% win rate. 4 wins, 4 losses, simple as. Their biggest win was in the Snow Sweet Snow against Trick. That was a 6 tested. You can drop a smoke now in towards long, and now they can start bursting up. Yellow be flashed off. He misses the shot, but SH dead good for. Oh, what a shutdown. Danoco good for 3 kills. As I said, one of his own. And just like that, it's AcilioN left of it all to find. Let's get one. The bomb drop seems like nothing more than a consolation kill. He's trying to bait out the shot here. But Yell doesn't fall for it. He doesn't fall for the jiggle. It's the first. Carried on with the AEWP, and that becomes problematic for Copenhagen Flames. Utilities make his way over once again. Botch SH said. A flailing bullet onto Jabbi.
They don't have anywhere else to go. They have no map control, and they don't want to be risky. Don't want to spend utility to take it. And Yelp gets a little bit extra at this point. nicoodoz with. Okay, first response. That's not nothing else, it seems. Well, the end of that. And
take that full run of that damage, and chelo, he can just jump peek here. They don't even need to over aggress. Oh, he's caught off. nicoodoz gifted a free kill, and you don't want to be walking into those scopes.
Well, boltz, he is the only one here at this point. There's no rotation coming in from MIBR either, because the smoke is keeping them at bay. But for how long can he hold on his zone? He will find the first one. He's been smoked out. This doing damage to the smoke is good enough. AcilioN low on health. On plan will eventually come on through. I don't think the fire will spread in a dangerous scenario, but the damage he's been doing is incredible. He's looking for even more at this point. He's gotten all 4 of them, and he's seen 1 player, and he got 4 of them through smoke.
boltz has been gifted by the RNG gods. He's picked up an easy quad kill, and MIBR, they've taken the lead for the first time in this game, all off the back of boltz's quad kill, through that smoke, farming kills, and Copenhagen Flames, they're already falling apart. A foothold in this map, and now it's definitely turned the other way. This is a peek. Allows you to peek into a second mid. AcilioN's good for the first. Nodios could be good for one of his own spots.
Something you usually see. Oh, the chicken is leading the charge already, but maNkz looking for a little bit extra at this point. Yell will find the first one, will get dropped. danoco only good for 1 as well. It's up to boltz. Usually plays on B, so they might not be expecting him just yet. Jabbi pushes in with the bomb. That's guaranteed. Now they have to go to A. There's no rotations available anymore of boltz, and he already finds another one. Up to maNkz, and nicoodoz on his own at this point. We'll find the first one, SH said, on apartments.
He's got it
on a one-on-one.
All to do. He's going to plant in the angle made famous by coldzera at MIBR, and he will be destroyed from it. SH then shuts things down.
This is a double up setup.
It's slightly concerning though, but Yell opens things up. A nice shot there onto nicoodoz. Lovely flick from mid, good for 1. And already we see Copenhagen Flames down to 4. Utility making his way out. The flashbangs will come through. Yell will be caught off. He's going to be forced back in towards site. Doesn't want to over-aggress. He's holding now. Jabbi good for 1, but Yell, easy frag for him as he'll fall back into a safe angle. We drop by Nodios. The AK's making light work of it. Nodios and AcilioN open things up, and in a matter of seconds, it's chelo left in a 1 versus 3.
chelo doesn't want to go for this. I don't think he does.
Oh, nice trades as well. Miss flash. chelo just fall back. I think it's probably the smart decision. With the bomb about to go off. All 3 players remain though for Copenhagen Flames.
They can get Yell. Actually won't find anything just yet because they're running over towards on long instead. boltz will get caught out because he didn't expect the push to come in that close. danoco. He auto shot it good for 1. chelo drops the bomb in mid instead, and now it's all falling apart for Copenhagen Flames.
I love seeing an auto shotgun work in their favor. Now maNkz and Nodios left in the 2 versus 3. They made their way out. Nodios good for the first, so he's wary of Pit. And will spot 1, but SH said he dropped the bomb, and now they can just play time. He just picked it up, and he didn't spot the cross. Both players low, and Nodios eyes it twice. He could be good for something here. It's a nice shot, as SH said. It's all down to chelo. A 1 versus 1. Nodios, he's falling back. He's looking for the quad kill in the round to shut things out. As he falls back to graveyard, this is the perfect position for this plant. Surely this is going to be a Nodios round. He's played this to perfection, and he's going to finish off chelo. What a round from Uber. Could be good for a frag here. It's all about timing. He's managed to avoid the Molotov, and he will be good for a dink. But that's all he'll get. Nodios, though, with a team kill. That's not what you want to do. As they bring it back to a 4 versus 4. And now the rotate is coming through. There's only 1 player actually on the B-bomb side, but 2 in towards CT as the smoke's dropped. Slowly made their way up. Danoco, though, drops maNkz. And that's a big frag in towards apartments. He's good for one. The Molotov extinguished by the smoke. And Copenhagen Flames there. Forward, left, right, and center. Nodios struggles to pick up the frag, but does pick up that. The flashbang catches SJ's there, and he doesn't manage to spot them crossing. But could the second time, he's good for one, nearly a second. He's spammed through the smoke, and Jabbi finishes things off. It falls back to 2 versus 2. It's been an extremely messy and expensive round for Copenhagen Flames, and they're yet to get this bomb down.
Knuckles right around the corner with the AK in hand. Still in post-plant position now, 2-on-2. Yell can't really help out with much other than just a distraction for the moment. Not really facing them just yet. Smoke is still up. Flashbang not going to be used just yet. Danoco with the first good frag, and niko with a 1 response, but running out of ammo. Oh no!
That's not the round you want at all.
Again, a pistol round going to favor MIBR.
They keep doing this. They're pulling it out of nowhere, and Copenhagen Flames, they're falling to just very...
Now, the position to be in, it's... Oh boy.
It's chelo already picking up the first kill, and now they're coming out. One in towards Pit will be double Molotov off, and he's been forced in an awkward situation with Danoco into a huge here. He's pick up some frags. He's rattling shots off with his Jabbi and the nicoodoz who are picking up frags left, right, and center. And they've turned it into a 5 versus 4 into a 4 versus 3 in their favor. Now they rotate. That's the exquisite, and they might make a somewhat equal game.
Respect to both sides. Copenhagen Flames away from B, so the assault going towards on A right now. How quick is Yell on the trigger? Quick enough. Takes down AcilioN. Looking for a way in, and that's still on Pit. Has been modeled out previously, but still standing strong. Looking for a little bit extra. Nodios will take on the first one, and Yell not being able to fire off any shots just yet. nicoodoz with just a no scope. That was a way to clear a bomb site.
That's things you love to see. What a way to clear. It's from what I really didn't expect them to. I really thought MIBR would start running away with it on the CT side, but it's all turned around now. It's tied up 7 rounds to set. Nice nade coming over. Drops chelo to 19, Danoco to 89, and CSGO for
oh no!
On. Danoco and chelo have made something of this. maNkz and Nodios have turned things around, brought it back to 3 versus 3, but he's low HP as he falls back towards Nubox. Now he needs to go huge. He's clearing all the angles. The Glocks are rattling in, and the Molotov alongside Yell. Gift MIBR a relatively easy plant here. 2 versus 3 retake, and still needs to clear that close angle, and he's punished for not doing so. Just like that. niko's got it all to find.
Oh, he could have caught the timing. There's no one else to be found here. Well, let's see what they're going to go for. It's chelo on towards the bomb site. Equal trades happening 1 for 1, and jabbing opportunities given. I will take down at least 2 of them, but still, the remaining players are still putting up one heck of a fight. Nodios up against SJZ in long range against deagles. What a shot to hit.
I mean, the Molotov doesn't spread. He is kept alive so luckily there. But doesn't pick up the frag. It's chelo good for 1. Should have got quickly there by Nodios. What's another in towards ramp will just fall off the angle. Deagle. Swing coming through. Jabbi needs to be careful. The flash in is timed to perfection. And while it doesn't catch SJZ, he's caught with a nade out. P50 in towards long. Makes a decent bit of damage on towards AcilioN as he drops to 38 HP with FAMAS, the MP9 trying to find something. And Yell, who the running deagle, picks up 2. They've made something of this round when it just was never expected at all. And time again, we're seeing these weird rounds work in their favor.
To man in the pit right now, so if they don't deal with him, it's going to be nightmares to get all the way across. They don't deal with boltz just yet, but boltz will eventually fall. Is there enough time? He doesn't know where the bomb is. He doesn't have a kit either. So the round is already lost, and yeah, MIBR, they pick it up. 9-9.
Not the way. Work in their favor. Flashing towards this pit. He gets out into a short. The bomb is dropped, though. AcilioN's good for 1. Make that second. Nice spray control from him. Smoke will be dropped as well. They're just playing around that pit position. Doesn't need to over-aggress. boltz gets 1 towards maNkz. Brings it back to a 3 versus 4. They're still in favor of Copenhagen Flames. 2 players are low. All it'll take is an AK bullet. Oh, and maybe a nade in towards Pit. Jabbi removed from play.
The trade 1 for 2 for 1 would be good enough. And chelo looking for the frag, but nicoodoz will find the first one. And that's all going to be a shutdown. It's like Copenhagen Flames. Yeah, AcilioN. We'll get us 4K. Looking for a little bit of an entry frag. And oh boy. get a little bit more than that. There's running in on him and maNkz. 2 openings.
Remaining for MIBR, there could be 2 if they're not careful. Nodios holding with the AWP. And he doesn't miss the second time. Danoco removed from play, and already it's 2 players. He spots the gun barrel of the AK-47. Oh, the player in towards top orange. He drops the bomb, and maNkz finishes off SHZ. It's Copenhagen Flames. He ties
all the shots,
yeah,
positions that he has been playing. But already things are going the way of MIBR. Danoco will find himself an opening frag into AcilioN, and now with that in mind, MIBR head down towards B because there's only 1 defender there. And oh, he's getting tagged and he's dropped. Oh no, this is now disastrous.
They might have left this too late. They could be in for a meat grinder position once again.
Oh boy. Well, the first front trades actually do come in quite effectively. Well, not too much time to work with anymore, and that's the frag not going in their way. It's up to nicoodoz right now. 1 on 3.
He needs to go
already
huge.
been able to make things a little bit easier for himself, tapping away at SHZs. Good enough, but Spray just...
Yeah, he could be in for a world of pain here, make his way in towards the crosshair. He may have just been spotted, and nicoodoz doesn't miss those. A free kill for him, but Danoco gets one of his own with the Galil.
If he can see anything from that angle, might be good enough. Danoco might just spot his player on the boost right there, and he will take him out. And well, that's all the B defense gone. nicoodoz not really that much a chance in this round, unfortunately, and jabbi, he'll lift out. Both just fall back in towards T spawn. 13.
As they're really battling out.
They're a little bit behind schedule right now. boltz, he's just sneaking his way up, not even announcing his presence at all, and niko will punish him for it. So, man advantage not given to...
He used to go huge here. We've already seen him pick up a few frags. We need to pick up quite a few here. Balcony player spotted, but Yell picked up the frag. Of course he does. The sweet coming through. That's good for 2, but it will only be 2 before Danoco trades him out. Brings back to 2 versus 3. Could be good for 1, but jabbi's dropped. And just like that, it's all down to 2 versus 2. They brought it back, but with SHZ and Danoco are low HP, this becomes slightly problematic. They will know that the HP is low, so these post-farm positions need to be exquisite from MIBR. They don't need to over-aggress or over-peak, especially when nicoodoz aiming down the scopes with that AWP. Play time, he's spotted through the wall and he's already dropped. Danoco gets the first, looking for the second as well. He needs to go huge here. Spotted in towards the box, he's all playing around it, and it will be maNkz who picks things off. And just like that, it's Copenhagen Flames who pick up a 13. And when things were looking dire for the CT side, they somehow make something happen. However, coming into this next round, their money will still be pretty bad, as it was quite an expensive one.
At least to get the...
Oftentimes... a little bit concerning. He's swinging in though, good for 1, drops the bomb as well, and this is already a fantastic start for Copenhagen Flames.
He's in a very good position. If he just stays alive, he'll have done enough. Yell, trying to push up close, will get dropped. Nodios bringing on fun as well. It's all falling apart right now. It's up to SHZ. He's basically alone. Yes, they find so many players right now. Jabbi's behind him, and that'll be it. 14-14.
10 second, all to jump through the smoke. They may have timed this perfectly. This could be Copenhagen Flames all the way. Jabbi's good for the first. That's huge. Could be good for the second. He's traded out. AcilioN though gets one of his own, and nicoodoz from behind into what's called coldzera box. Chelo good for 1. The bomb will be planted. It's a 3 versus 2 retake. A smoke dropped in towards will allow them to cross towards pit, and nicoodoz just missing player spot. And this could be misinformation, which could be problematic. As the AWP is going to go for some sort of peek. They need to isolate their jewels here to 3 versus 2. And Yell's going for an aggressive peek. nicoodoz punished. The nade coming through as well will do a little damage. And it will do exactly that. Yell's good for a second. And they've pulled it to overtime. MIBR against the run.
A lot of grenades being used by Copenhagen just to take banana control. And they will actually have it. And we'll take down first 1. But equal trades.
Spray coming through in towards Banana once again. A missed jump there from AcilioN, and he might be punished. He will be. boltz picking up the frag. Nodios gets through, won't find anyone. They will be able to get a bomb plant. It's now a 3 versus 3 retake. And all Nodios can do is just wait for his teammates to come and support him.
Finding good positioning, good timing to use it as well. They're going to go in towards this blind. It's not going to work out too well for them. nicoodoz will end up getting dropped, and now jabbi. Only good for 1. They're using all utility necessary to get as much ground as possible, but the time is already so low. They can't get anywhere near the bomb site at this point. Oh, it's all the chelo. Jabbi's able to get an extra kill. Actually, doesn't have enough time.
It's going to be
Getting
close.
real close.
Oh, he just...
Oh, my lord.
Just picks it up.
Oh, look at the Oh, pressures might be mounting, but their plays are certainly as quick as they ever were, because they're already out towards on A short, and well, nicoodoz on his own. Chelo has been able to sneak his way through arches, but he will get found out by AcilioN. That's that.
And I think now the question of rotate comes through the head, the steps. nicoodoz needs to go huge here, but from perhaps boltz spots Nodios. And it's all onto nicoodoz inside. He needs to go huge. He needs to pick up everything. What spots one into his graveyard, and it will be dropped. Danoco picks the frag, and just that, it's a 2 versus 3. They turn things around MIBR, and they get a bomb plant.
Making sure they have the extra time just to not mess up on any step of the way, it seems. Good Molotov just to force out a couple of extra frags and do a little bit extra damage, perhaps. AcilioN might just get flanked if he's not careful. Well, so far, he's doing alright, but there comes boltz. That'll be the end of AcilioN, and that's all up to maNkz. So many angles to clear, no information SHZ, but now he knows where everyone is, but that's not going to help him at all. Only made it more difficult because...
Since coming into Inferno,
yeah,
has been inconsistent at times, but maNkz already dropping chelo, who was...
fires off a shot but stays alive. That's the most important part about all of this. The mid push comes on through. It's good for one, and well, for everyone else as well. SHZ, there's nothing really he can do. It's the last round of the half, and 2 players behind him, 2 players in front. The bomb out in the open, no man's land. Not good for the last one there. Nodios will get a 3.
Was B. I mean, there's 2 players here with all to find, but with low HP. boltz spraying through could be good for something. Chelo on the side. Second orange picks up the frag. Needs to be traded. He would drop a flash, and he tested and finally dropped by jabbi in towards boltz on the rotate. He's made his way free onto his bomb side. He'll drop the bombers. Oh, nearly just about remaining alive.
That's the flashbang left on MIBR is going to get deployed right now. It's very effective, and they will isolate one frag, but niko is able to get a frag before he actually falls on down. Time is running out yet again. Yell with another frag, but it's all going to get up. Falling short. There's enough time. Is there? I'm not sure.
I think just about. Oh,
nope.
Oh, there's
just
not.
About not.
jabbi, just about. jabbi playing it around the smoke.
Yell.
Oh, that's so close. All our who spots who. It's jabbi and Nodios picking up frags left, right, and center, just like that. It's a 2 versus 4. This could be a legend. This could be Copenhagen Flames finally seeing out the round in the same fashion they saw our overpass. Chelo and boltz, so they need to go huge.
boltz, first man to find, and then it's not getting past jabbi, it seems, because, well, he's just become the last thorn in their side. All to chelo. He's in such a impossible situation to be in. Copenhagen Flames, they'll take it.